Alright everybody, welcome back to Lost Legion Games and Comics Friday Night Magic. You are currently joining us for round 5, the winning in round. There are a variety of 3-1s trying to make it to the top 8 of this 5-round standard tournament. However, several of them we've already seen on camera, and I think some of them are trying to strategically draw into the top 8. So, do not have nearly as many options as we would normally like to have here. But we have found a match that I believe to be, a win-and-in scenario, as Logan Cutlip on the left, who's on 2 1-1 with an unintentional draw, playing what he calls Closet Shift. It is a Conjurer's Closet green-white good stuff deck that's basically using Conjurer's Closet, Cloudshift, Restoration Angels to get value out of a lot of interesting 1/8/7 type creatures. He is playing on your right. Excuse me, losing my mind here as I try to handle all of these things at once. He is playing Stephen Bumgardner. Those of you who watched round 1 will remember Stephen as he played an very interesting Izzet deck in which he uses Guttersnipe and Goblin Electromancer in a variety of instances to get the job done. Lost in a narrow 3 games to Esper Tokens deck. Again, apologize for stumbling here as I'm trying to handle all of the production reports as well as the commentary. My name is Zachary Evans. I am currently joined by an empty folding chair, which should be at some point occupied by Max Turner, who has gone 4-0 tonight and will be drawing into the top 8. He'll be joining us shortly. But for right now, it's just me. So for those of you just joining us, thanks for checking us out. Feel free to spread the word. For those of you who have been faithfully watching on, as always, we appreciate your patronage as we continue to bring you coverage of Magic the Gathering events from Lost Legion Games and Comics in South Charleston, West Virginia. Max, could you tell them? No, let me handle it. Hold on. Turn the iPod. Good luck, gentlemen.
Can I steal your almond joy?
Those are not my almond joys. I brought all of this candy for
I had to fight Mickey off a candy bowl.
You know, I'm going to be... Yeah, he was abusing it. I'm glad you did. He was eating all of the Reese's Cups.
I was like, Mickey,
It's not
you
fair.
had like 15 candies. He's like, but I want to pass out. I was like, no, you're done.
If you're going to pass out eating 1,000 Reese's Cups, as we see Logan and Steven start the game the way that we like to see it done, with a game of rock, paper,
Closet
scissors.
shift.
That's rock beating scissors. You want to win your own playset of rock, paper, scissors cards?
Mm-hmm.
Go to Zach Sells, at Zach Sells Magic on Twitter. Follow and retweet the giveaway tweet from 2 rounds ago. You'll be entered for a chance to win. Yeah, Logan's playing what he calls Closet Shift. It is a Conjurer's Closet deck. It uses blink effects like Cloudshift, Conjurer's Closet, and Restoration Angel.
I played in round 3.
So his deck, the good thing about his deck is while it is cute, it does have the closet aspect of it. I think he's playing 2 closets. He doesn't need the closet to win by any means. Like Centaur Healer, Restoration Angel, Thragtusk, they're just good magic cards.
He's real big on Tristani.
Tristani is very good as well. There are a lot of aggro decks that cannot beat a Tristani. First of all, it's 2/5. You can't attack into it profitably, usually. The gaining life is not irrelevant, especially when you're blinking.
He was at 42 at one point against me.
One of the other games, he said he got up to 130 life. So this should be interesting. Like I said, Stephen Bumgardner, are you familiar with his deck?
Is it just burn and then Delver?
It's like Delver, Guttersnipe, Goblin Electromancer. He was the highlight of the week, which I will not tell you about, but he won one of his games in round 1 on camera in a very exciting way. That will be up on Facebook later in the week as our highlight of the week. So.
I gotta wait to see it.
Scotty Wright.
Grab me a chair.
Double check that.
Why? You know, I took geometry in high school, and that's it.
All right. You guys feel free to sort out your tiebreaker math. Well, We will remember that
We
the
would have
primary conversation should be on the microphone as we see Logan land a Centaur Healer. That life gain is going to be incidentally very good against Stephen. Oh, as we see Talrand. We did not see Talrand in his first appearance on camera in round 1, but I'll tell you this, he's got about 25 instants or sorceries in his he's got a lot of instants in his deck, so Talrand is going to get out of control very quickly. Gets in for 3, knocks knocks Stephen down to 17 and lands yet another Centaur Healer. In his hand we see Restoration Angel. I think 2 Restoration Angels. As Delver of Secrets comes down. So, what does Logan choose to do here? Probably attack in, leave the Restoration Angel up. Should Stephen go for any shenanigans, he can always save the healer with the Restoration Angel.
Is he going more the aggressive route or more like the controlling route?
Who are we talking about?
About Stephen.
I mean, it's kind of like both. Like, it's more control cards because a lot of his cards are bounce and whatnot, but he does have Talrand, which we didn't see in the first game. He does have Delver, but he's got a lot of burn too, so he can basically morph into whichever version he wants.
Turn this thing off right now.
It happens.
My family. I mean, because what Logan has already has main deck, Centaur Healers and Tristani, they should be able to get out of range real quick.
Yeah.
He's already 26.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, it's like an incidental hate. It's not like he necessarily drew it up to take out the burn deck specifically.
You scroll that down.
If someone's making fun of him for reading Delver of Secrets. But
Well, I mean,
that's the least aggressive troll we've had all night, so I'm fine with that.
we've had more aggressive. I miss out on those trolls.
What is the card that he just played? Is that the one in a white detains the creature when it comes into play? Yes. So Mizzium Mortars out of Stephen here would be very, very good.
Yeah.
What did he dissipate? Oh, he dissipated another one of those detain guys. Do you remember the name of that card?
Azorius something. It's a 2/1. 2/1 for 2.
Azorius Justifier?
Something like that.
Okay. Just a reminder to all of those who have been retweeting.
Arrestor.
Okay, Azorius Arrestor. Thanks again to the ever-faithful DZ Justin in the chat, who is better at this than we are from 6 hours away. That's a fun trivia question as we see Logan pile in. Without just randomly guessing, what state does Justin live in?
Ohio.
Incorrect.
So you told me this. I know this. It's too late. I can't double guess.
I don't know. Scotty's still drawing over here. I see a Cloudshift come in.
Not sure.
Not even going to guess?
6 hours.
6 hours.
It's going to be very tricky. I think the 6 hours is going to throw you off.
Kentucky?
Nope.
Yep.
There's no place in Kentucky that's 6 hours from here.
No.
He's from Maryland. Because you can't get to D.C. Metro or Baltimore Metro from here. You have to go up and around the mountains. That's a brief, probably more information than Justin wanted told about him on the stream. And as well, a fun geography lesson. You cannot get to Washington, D.C. from Charleston directly. You have to go up to Morgantown at over 68. So, more importantly, back to the game. Logan attempted to Cloudshift his detained guy. Izzet Charm in response. Foiled those plans.
Charm's so good.
Charm's very good. And again, like I said, like... what?
It's got a lifelock though, so it's okay. But if we steal it, he can sue it.
Oh, remember, they can't see that, so they're talking about Justin is threatening to give away his social security number. So, sorry about that. But anyway, back to the game here.
Delver flipped.
Delver did flip.
Can he literally race back of this? Does he have anything?
If he has Mizzium Mortars in his hand, he sure can.
Or is it maybe a Cyclonic Rift? He doesn't have 7 though, I think.
No.
Mortars.
Goblin?
Goblin
Electromancer.
Electromancer.
It's not a bad guy.
It's very functional in his deck. I think it's probably the weakest card in his deck. It is not. I don't really care for it. People were talking mad crap on Guttersnipe earlier, and then Guttersnipe just wrecked house.
No, I think Guttersnipe's a very, very powerful card.
Guttersnipe turns the divination off of a Think Twice into a Flame Javelin. The problem here is that Logan at any point, he's got a Restoration Angel in his hand. He's just going to gain 1 billion life. So is this a Cyclonic Rift? No. Izzet Charm? He's going to loot. Make a Drake. And discard a Think Twice, it look like. No, Guildgate and Think Twice. Pretty good interaction there. No, that doesn't
work.
Doesn't work.
The flashback doesn't
Oh no,
make it cheaper.
yeah, it does.
Oh, it does. It's 1 cheaper.
Yeah, because of the elective.
That's what I thought, yeah.
A lot of work there.
That's saucy.
A lot of work there for 2 chump blockers. And then how about
Would he
this?
just kill one?
How about this Thragtusk? I don't know. He might be just trying to race. I don't know.
If you race, you still kill one, and he's back 2. Oh, Stephen. I think he's got something for this.
Miracle Thunder Wrath.
Miracle Thunderous Wrath. Just going straight to the head there.
Aggressive.
I don't think he's going to win if he tries to 1-for-1 the dudes. I think that's probably the right play actually. It's just throwing everything.
Guttersnipe.
I mean, you can just be like rift for 1 and just be right back in this. 8 4s and 2 Drakes.
I mean, I'm telling you, is this going to win a Pro Tour? Probably not. Is this perfectly fine as a fun tier 1.5
You're telling me that
deck?
Conley Woods couldn't take this to a Pro Tour?
He couldn't win the Community Cup.
Well, just because he cracks his fetch and takes 2.
It is unfortunate that Stephen Bumgardner participates in a free yellow Starburst, the worst of all Starbursts. That's in the chat. For those of you watching the chat right now, let's have a poll, informal poll. Which is the best flavor of Starburst?
I like the strawberry ones.
Okay, Max is in for strawberry. As we see.
That's the pink, I believe, right? Yeah, it's the best one.
I'll say I'm an orange fan.
I haven't opened any Starburst tonight out of the Halloween candy, looking for pink.
1 strawberry, 1 orange. I will abstain.
Some cherry?
Well, we're getting some of the exotic flavors from the tropical one. So let's stick to the original 4 here. You've got strawberry, cherry, lemon, and lime. Lemon and orange. Addison's building comes down. Nope. He meant Thragtusk.
Not bad. Strawberry's the pink one.
Is Stephen Hellman?
No?
I mean, other than the card you just drew.
Yeah, I
He just
guess
had 1 card. I could just say 1 card in his hand instead of using Hellman +1.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you like to use the jargon. Does Logan have any utility lands? I know he still plays a Grove and stuff like that.
No, I don't think that he does.
What have we got here? Thinking twice for 1.
Draws another Talrand. The worst card he could
Is he gutter sniping?
Yeah,
He's making sure he gets the triggers and getting all his little tokens there.
What was the second card he drew?
I did not see that.
All Think Twice all the time. I'm telling you, that's what.
Oh, there's a rift.
Oh, Judge.
Yep, he's been holding it down there. He didn't really draw it.
Bonfire off the top.
Oh, he dropped his land.
Rift on the token, right?
Take 2, here's my Drake.
Is he gonna win this game?
I hope so.
Quite a few Drakes.
I hope so. Oh my gosh, this is so good.
Wouldn't you just jump there and just swing
jump
back?
and then swing
Yeah,
back for
but
5.
No, to be
Yeah,
fair,
because now you're gonna get a.
yeah, but to be fair, didn't Stephen put the last card in his deck 2 seconds before the tournament started?
I do believe
So he's
he might
playtesting
be,
in the
be
tournament.
playing around the charm to get a trample. One doesn't do it. 1 kills him.
Well thought out there.
how did that throw test out of
Oh,
it?
someone again asking if I get paid to do this. No, I do not. This is all the kindness of my heart.
His heart is very kind.
If you have a
Is that
commentary,
another throw test?
Oh my god!
My word.
if you have a commentary job that you're looking to,
Oh my gosh.
jeez. What an ass. Come on, Logan. That's both awesome and just like...
I'm sure if you heard it or not.
It's very heartbreaking.
I was watching Stephen tooth and nail trying to fight his way out.
Syncopate's not good enough. No. He got close. I mean, how many did he?
Oh, he went both.
Trent, did you draw in?
Yeah, me and Max did.
Okay, so Trent Farr, the other 4-0 competitor, playing Burn.
I can't
So
see that.
2 very aggressive decks in the top 4. Humans and Burn.
And Joseph Deal.
How many drag tests did he play? 3? He
Including
played,
shifting them?
yeah. At least 2 he cast hard, and he shifted once. Plus 2 naturally drawn
It was enough.
Centaur healers. So he finished at 17 life, and he gained 21 life. So Stephen got down to -4.
Stephen's deck did work.
Bum doing work.
It's my first time in top 8.
Well, congratulations, Trent.
I'm tickled to death.
We look forward to seeing you on feature match coverage.
Actually, if I get into the finals, I don't want my game videotaped.
Okay. Now I'm in a very awkward point.
I'm just messing with
Okay. Now I'm back to being okay.
I like to slam people's things in the door and then let them go play with it and make it feel good.
So, all right. Is anyone here familiar with? Are you familiar with Bumgardner's sideboard? Well, he's shown it to us.
Not a bit.
Let's see, Dispel.
The only card I know that he has in his sideboard is he was asking me earlier in the day what was better, Grafdigger's Cage or Tormod's Crypt. Neither seem relevant in this matchup. Other than that, I do not know what he has in there.
Good trash bag.
Do not have one.
This is how you started and got out of hand.
I started it.
You said it was your chocolate?
That's it. I've just been eating it all night. No,
Everyone is enjoying the Halloween-themed free candy.
It's fantastic.
If you're not, if you didn't come down and you could have,
We're on high right now.
I'm just going to say right now you missed out. We're having a lot of fun here tonight.
Just opened up paradise.
I just opened up an Almond Joy. I'm not supposed to eat on camera, but I haven't eaten dinner. So 2 Starbursts and this Almond Joy are constituting a meal. So congratulations to me. Although if you've seen me, once you see the pictures on Facebook, you're going to realize I could miss a meal or 2. Probably need to knock it down a little bit. For those of you just joining us, again, I said it, but I have to say it all the time. We are in costume tonight. Scotty and Max not in costume. In case I haven't mentioned that, joined in commentary this round by Max Turner and Scotty Wright. But there are a lot of people out there who are in...
we don't participate.
There are a lot of people out there in costume. I've had a different costume every night. The 5th and final costume I'm currently wearing, you'll see at the end of the round. And then the top 8. I've been mentioning it multiple times on Facebook. I said if we got enough turnout, we got enough participation with the costumes, that I would dress up as a Twinkie for the top 8. You can confirm it's laying right there.
Oh yeah, it's there. It's going to happen.
And I think there's been plenty of participation.
Oh yeah.
So that's going to happen here in roughly over just a half hour from now. So if you are within a drive of South Charleston, if you're a local and couldn't make it out tonight, sorely missed. If you're regional,
You're in Charlotte, it's at the interstate, right straight up. You got to hit 3 tolls, but it's all right.
as I jam an Almond Joy in my mouth. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're in Charlotte, don't come here for FNM. I would feel the worst possible. Although this is one thing, some people have asked in past weeks, if they're coming to Grand Prix Charleston, how close is the store to the venue site for the Grand Prix?
That's a good question.
It's
very
about,
far.
It's about 8 hours away.
Yeah.
Because that's in, as I continue to try and down this Almond Joy.
Charleston, South Carolina.
Charleston, South Carolina. We are in Charleston, West by God, Virginia.
Yep. We were actually pretty reasonably located in like a geographical sense.
Talk about it all the time. I'll mention it again. Because what do I got to say better? All these gentlemen shuffle. 3.5 hours gets you to...
Roanoke?
No, yeah, get you to Roanoke, get you to Cincinnati, get you to Pittsburgh if you're speeding.
Because Columbus is only like 2:45, isn't it?
2.5.
2.5?
Mm-hmm.
Depends on which way you go. Ravenswood.
There's a lot of ways, yeah. They have upgraded 33 as a bypass around Nelsonville now.
I go up through...
That's actually where I was today. Yeah, I go 35 from where I'm living. All of this inconsequential to anyone I'm imagining the guy who's watching us from Europe, and I was like, why are these guys talking about these runes? So we see Izzet Charm take out the Dryad Militant.
Seems reasonable.
Izzet Charm actually removed from the game?
I thought the one that killed the Militant, because it was like...
No. The one removed from the game does it because at point of resolution of the spell, it goes to the graveyard at the same time. The damage one, damage is checked after it resolves. So that's removed from the game. So if for any reason that should come up, very interesting. He chooses to.
You gotta slow him down.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, I'm not. I don't know why I'm changing life totals.
South Central PA, it's regional.
Ooh, Smiter.
What do you think? South Central PA regional?
It's regional. I mean,
It's within, what, 4.5 hours?
Man, maybe it was more like 5. Like, are we talking like Altoona? Are we talking like Monroeville? Either way, please don't drive here from those areas. It's simply not reasonable. However, when we go inevitably to Grand Prix Pittsburgh, have you seen the latest? Maybe that's something we'll talk about
Isn't
after
it
this
modern?
round.
Masters?
It's standard. Standard. We do see Tristani come down and a Loxodon Smiter.
I thought there was a Modern Masters sealed close to us.
I think that's the one in Vegas.
We're going to Vegas? Is that our
No.
Kickstarter?
But if we do go to Grand Prix Pittsburgh, definitely check us out. I'm not familiar with where Chambersburg, PA is, so unfortunately I can't.
Central.
Thank you.
The real question is, how far from Morgantown are you?
Yeah.
That's a reasonable West Virginia location.
In Morgantown, you can visit Four Horsemen Games and Comics.
I have a bunch of their stickers in my backpack.
There it is. We're living the dream.
That's rough.
This one might be over relatively early as Conjurer's Closet comes down. He's going to gain a lot of life here.
How much mana does Stephen have?
3.
Oh, yeah?
He's not playing enough lands in his deck. We've already figured that out. I talked with him during the...
Pack Rat's fantastic. That card wrecked me in
We
every
are.
seal tournament.
Again, remember to mention that in the chat we're questioning about what our thoughts on Pack Rat are. First of all, it seems very random in the current context to talk about.
Maybe they're trying to play a rat deck.
But I agree. It's a very good Magic card. It's probably the best limited rare we've seen in a long time. You win a lot of games by just playing turn 2 Pack Rat and never playing another spell.
Exactly. And then you start making multiple rats a turn, it's over.
In the draft deck, in the draft video that we did, where we showed your picks that one time, which is available on YouTube, you first picked a Pack Rat. Did you ever cast that all night?
I think I did once. It wasn't on camera.
Yeah, it wasn't. That's why I remember. I don't remember it being on camera. I didn't know if you did it otherwise. So, anyway, back to the game here. Stephen clearly up against it. He's playing the effective burn deck. His opponent is at 32 life already with a Centaur Healer, Tristani at Loxodon Smiter, and a Conjurer's Closet, which is going to be blinking and gaining him life every turn.
It's a valid point. The closet is pretty relevant. Now, Jit or Pack Rat? Pack one, pick one. I think Pack Rat. Because you get bigger than the Jit.
I don't know. I'm
The
not.
Jit has to have something to wear. The Pack Rat just does it on his own.
Isn't that like the embarrassment of riches when you have the choices between a turn?
That's like a cube. It's right there.
What format are you playing where you have to choose? I guess it is cube. I don't know. Jit goes in every deck. Pack Rat doesn't go in every deck. There's a good point that you're saying, like the closet could have been anything. It's not the closet, and that's what we talked about earlier. This deck, the closet is like almost unnecessary. It's cute. Well, I mean, it's fine. It gives you a lot of reach, but
Do you really need it on top of 4 cloud shifts?
I don't know if he's playing.
And
I don't know if
yes,
he's.
he is.
Oh, maybe not.
And Restoration Angel.
Yeah, he just wants to have fun. He just wants to play.
It's a lot of blinking.
But how many closets is he playing?
At least 2, I think, or 1.
Closets? I think 3.
Questions?
I through it earlier.
That's a lot of
I
closets.
think 3.
Questions about whether Pack Rat is making the cube. Bumgardner almost forgot his trigger there. Technically, it probably wouldn't have flown in a competitive event, but obviously at FNM
We're already always 4.
we don't give a hot mess. While I've turned away and looked back, Logan up to 51 life. I appreciate Stephen not packing it in immediately, but there's no way he wins this game.
E for effort, though. When he's lacking in board presence, he makes up for it.
So if Logan, if he wins here, we'll move to 3-1-1.
And that 10 should secure him. He has a really good tiebreaker, so I think he's fine.
Oh, man, you bumped out. Depends on how Amber's game goes.
If Amber wins, she also makes it.
These are the perils of drawing.
I think Amber was unintentional.
You know
With him, actually. They drew unintentionally last round.
On yeah.
Amber and Logan.
Well, remember, just like Dana White says, you never leave it in the hand of the judges. You gotta play that out. You gotta knock them out. So.
I was fine with leaving mine up to the tiebreakers. Who played Delver at our store last season? This guy.
This guy. Scotty Wright played the heck out of Delver.
Scotty played Delver. Scott Driver played Delver.
Brandon Gibbs played Delver. I saw him in round 3. I think that was about it.
I played Blue-Green Delver for a little bit.
What would you say the breakdown is of players here at the store in terms of, like, tier 1, I don't want to say net decks necessarily, but, like, you know, very competitive decks, very competitive players versus just casuals, homebrews,
Wait, how many people do we have today?
31.
So I'd say maybe 9 to 10 of us have
say-
tried hard to
I'd
make
s-
that competitive deck.
Yeah, I'd say maybe up to half even are well-tuned, well-thought-out decks. The other people are just playing. I'm not saying it's not that they're bad by any means. It's just
Well, I mean, it's got to
trying to have some fun.
Somebody that like won't cut X card because it's their pet card. It doesn't make them bad,
Yeah.
but it takes their deck out of me.
How many Conjurer's Claws is he playing? I think 3.
Could be wrong.
Yes, I'm sure we could absolutely get a
Deck list.
deck list from Stephen.
Sure. I think he would.
I will have a one-on-one conversation with you over a sweet candlelight dinner whenever you want.
Again, I can't keep telling you this, man. They can't see. People on YouTube have no idea what you're talking about. Gotta reference the thing. So Max is being axed out. Oh, but isn't that Garrett?
Yeah.
That's Garrett Meadows, who he saw in round 1. Is he on his phone somewhere
No,
playing?
he went home. He wasn't feeling too hot. He
Yeah.
wasn't going to make the top, so he dropped out. Yeah, every
We're
time I
getting
talk
Max is getting trolled in the chat
out
by.
of reference, it's from Twitch.
We are actively following the chat, so for those of you watching on YouTube, go to twitch.tv/ZachTellsMagic.
Apparently,
Watch this crap live. Talk
Steven's
live.
creature does not die due to the fact that he blinked this miner, but he packs it in.
It doesn't
so.
matter. Does it? I mean, I appreciate the keeping us honest there. Again, we are not trying to necessarily trying to judge the matches because obviously we missed a lot of things as we were talking. But
Yeah, we can get Steven in here. I'm sure he'd love
all
it.
right, I think he would love that. Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
Bring him. I'll tell him to bring his deck.
Consolation
He wants to
prize.
play.
Once you get like another like a little stool or something, you can get in here and double commentary. So we're going to, as requested by the stream, we're going to get Stephen Bumgardner in here to talk about his Guttersnipe deck. Steven, is Max coming in too?
I don't know.
More importantly, Max, you getting in here?
Just for a minute, then we'll wander back out.
All right, most importantly, it's time for the final costume of the night before the top 8.
Your deck is generating a lot of attention, sir. You've been requested. Your
Boom.
list has been requested.
Oh, God.
Tennis player guy. This is like the glasses are more like of a racquetball thing.
Why's your collar not popped?
Yeah, really.
Come on.
Because I'm fronting this one. There we go.
Haters be hating.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's tough out here for a gangster.
I'm going to check on
But
the
anyway.
other winning ends.
The final
Bring it back smooth, though.
The final Halloween costume, tennis guy. All right, so I'm joined here by Stephen Bumgardner. Your deck is generating a lot of, as I type your name in here, because you are not Max Turner. Briefly discuss with you, your deck's generating a lot of interest. In the first, I will be honest with you, you'll probably go back and watch yourself on YouTube later. The first game, people were giving you a hard time about playing cards like Goblin Electromancer and Guttersnipe, and then you totally crushed in that second game. I think we talked about before. I think your deck is probably short a few lands. That's
Yeah.
the main thing. But so tell us, where did this come from?
Originally I was just playing a lot of flashback stuff because I was playing basically just two burning the Sweet Vengeance deck thrown together.
Can I see your main deck here?
Yeah.
So is there Burning Vengeance in this deck?
Nope.
It's not. No.
They became Guttersnipes.
Okay, so that's your main. So your main win condition here, and for those of you who weren't watching, I don't know what you were doing because it was only like 3 seconds ago. But anyway, so we're talking to Steven here. His deck basically revolves around, and correct me if I'm wrong, you have Delver of Secrets, which is
Early game aggro.
It's a fair win condition. Not really you're not really a Delver deck necessarily. You can steal some games like that, I'm sure. But your main win conditions are and correct me if I'm wrong, but these two gentlemen, Talrand Sky Summoner and Guttersnipe.
Pretty much.
So basically, have you counted how many instants and sorceries you have in the deck? They're all instants, aren't they, actually? Do you have any sorceries?
No, 4 pillars in the main.
Okay.
And the 2 Mizzium Mortars.
Okay.
Then I play 4 Delvers, 4 Electromancers, 4 of the Guttersnipe, and 2 Talrand.
Yeah, 2 Talrand.
That's 18 creatures.
There's the question about how many Talrands you're playing. He's playing 2 of those, because the second one infinitely worse than the first. You never want to draw 2 of them in any game. And then it's basically just all the best Izzet colored instant spells. I mean, right?
Minus Bonfire.
Well, but I don't know if this deck necessarily needs Bonfire.
It would have been nice last game.
Well, if you're playing 19 lands, you can never really go off for more than about a Pyroclasm. But you are playing Think Twice, you are playing Izzet Charm, you are playing Thunderous Wrath. Are you playing all of those? Very interesting choice there. We saw you do a lot of work there. Another card that probably needs some more land too. And Cyclonic Rift there was multiple aspects of the game of all the games we watched, both in the first round and recently, where Overloaded Cyclonic Rift probably would have won you the game. But seems like
round 2 actually drawing all 3 copies of it won me the game, because every time I was overloading to keep my opponent's reanimated board off the field.
Okay. I see you're also playing some main deck counter magic. You've got some Dissipates and some Negates. And some
1 Dissipate, 3 Negates, 3 Syncopates, and then Izzet Charm does negate.
Izzet Charm. All the charms very good. Just in their modes. Are you playing? Were you looking for the 4th Syncopate? Was it the Dissipate?
The Dissipate was kind of a throw-in. With where I was running 18 lands, I actually cut a Tameo for it.
Okay. Tameo seems like more of a sideboard card in this deck, and it seems like another card that might be hard to cast on 19 lands. But
oddly enough, every time I've drawn her, I've either won before I needed to drop her, or was able to drop her.
Okay. Doesn't seem like this is maybe like the card this deck necessarily needs to win. But basically, your basic game plan, if you go back and watch round 2, game 2, round 1, either on Twitch after we sign off or on YouTube after the weekend, we'll post up the archives. Basically, your game plan is to just early tempo, counter things with Syncopate, bounce their stuff with Cyclonic Rift or whatever, remove some early threats with Pillar of Flame and Izzet Charm. Then you're landing in Guttersnipe, or you're landing a Talrand, and then you're casting infinite instants. You're getting massive value out of your Think Twices with a Guttersnipe in play, and basically just tempoing out there. Obviously, your toughest matchups are going to be against, I would think, control decks that have a lot of counter magic and removal, and then the one deck in the field probably that you could not beat if you played 10 matches, you might win 1 or 2. I think the Infinite Life Gate green-white Cloudshift deck.
I don't know if I had the mana. I think I could have, because there was a couple times I was holding the Cyclonic Rift, and actually, like I told him right before I came in here, if I had the mana, I had the Cyclonic Rift to actually come back in.
Yeah. If you can rift out his whole board, say he plays a lot of tokens. Obviously that works out good. You can rift in response and blow him out with his Cloudshifts and stuff like that. But again, it's just very difficult to beat a deck when you're basically a burn deck. You're basically a burn deck. You're playing against a deck that has 4 main deck Centaur healers. So such are the perils of Magic. You get bad matchups sometimes. Let's look at your sideboard. I know your sideboard you just kind of put together last minute. Basically, you've got some Pithing Needles in here for, I'm assuming, for Planeswalkers. Tormod's Crypts in here for zombies, for Reanimator, for Snapcaster decks, I imagine. Dispels, and Dispel's a very interesting card.
It was for basically the tokens matchup.
Okay. For Midnight Haunting?
For Midnight Hauntings and stuff. My game plan was to go from tempoing to actually slowing them down. By just countering all of their token producers.
I see you're playing Searing Spears on the board as well. Is that for just removal, or is that for when you want to get more aggro, or
it's a little bit of both. It was for any random Vampire Nighthawks I ended up seeing.
Okay, sure. That's probably the best. Other than Thragtusk, that's probably the worst card you can see.
It was for the Thragtusk too, which I ended up not citing them in that final game because I couldn't find anything to actually take out. I was looking through and I'm like, Dispels need to go in to stop the shifting.
Yeah, Dispel's a very interesting card. And also, let's talk about the final card in there. Interesting choice here, Electrickery. The Overload, basically. one damage Pyroclasm.
Once again, tokens. Played in response to them trying to resolve a Intangible Virtue or any of their other anthems. Which, Intangible Virtue's the only one that's in Standard now, isn't it?
Well, they have, some of those decks play a card called Favorable Winds, which gives all flying creatures. Yeah, so some decks play that. Not every deck plays that, but I don't know. It seems pretty interesting. Well, thanks for coming in there. You know, unfortunately, it did not get there. What you finished?
3 and 2.
3 and 2.
Still have a slight chance for top 8.
Sure. I'm not sure how many 3 and 2s are going to make it. If one makes it, then hopefully you sneak in there. But like I said, the internet was very interested in your deck, so we thought we'd talk about it. People are asking for a deck list, so feel free to, once you settle on one, let me know, and I'll post that for everyone. But
yeah, I'll probably actually. You're going to be here for game day tomorrow, right?
I don't know if I will be or not. I'm beat.
I'll message it to you on
Sure.
Facebook.
But yeah, it's a very interesting deck. Like I said, I think people thought it was somewhat underwhelming at first, but it gets once the machine gets going, once you've got Guttersnipe in play and you start casting both backsides of Think Twices, and your counter spells become shocks and stuff like that. Yeah, and your Thunderous Wrath does 7 damage. Like I said, the highlight of the week. I've already called it early. The highlight of the week from Game 2. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to make people go back and watch it. Round 1, Game 2. That was the highlight of this week. It will be cut up and put on Facebook later in the week. But anyway, Steven, sorry you couldn't win the game, either of the future match games.
I know.
But you did.
The camera's my enemy.
Yeah, it was a tough matchup in that round. But best of luck to you in the top 8, and hopefully, you know, even if you didn't get there this week, you know, I'm sure we'll see you back in the future, trying your best to rift and burn people as best you can. So, we have about 6 minutes left on the round clock, probably going to end a little bit early since we are in the last round. We're going to take a brief break. We will be back for the top 8 shortly. Please do not leave. I know where you live. So stick around. We'll be right back.